Good morning, everyone. You know what day today is. We're here at the shop nice and early. It's about 6:45. Maybe it's 7. I don't know. I haven't looked. But we are going to get on the road and we are going to New Jersey because it's a port day. You guys are going to be the first to see it. So I am getting ready now and I will see you guys in the truck on the way down there. All right, so we are almost at the port. We're about 10 minutes away in dirty Jersey. This is just the absolute worst drive ever. I'd rather drive any other direction than through New York and Jersey. But there is the New York skyline. If you guys can see that in the distance. And then the wasteland. Straight apocalyptic wasteland out there. But we are about to be at the port and you guys will see what we are loading up today. We made it to the port. I am gonna put my vest on, go in there, grab the vehicle, and I'll show it to you guys and we'll load it up on the trailer. All right, so we're out of the port, ready to load up, and this is what we got. A little Jimny. And it's really not in bad shape. It's not too rusty or anything. These things are known to rot out. And this one seems pretty good. It's turbo and seems to run pretty well. We will check it out heavier when we get back to the shop, but now it's time to load this thing up and get on the road. My buddy Carl picked up a wide body 97 Pajero, and this thing is sweet. It makes me want one. And when I want one, I buy one. So, a full-size Pajero next? I don't know, because that thing is cool. We are on the road back, guys. We're all loaded up, and just want to tell you guys a little something. We almost lost our camera. I forgot it on the fender flare of the trailer, and I started driving away. And like 2 blocks down the road, I noticed that, shit, I forgot to grab the GoPro. And if anybody's ever been to the port, they know it's very tight and there's just big rigs ripping everywhere. So I slammed the truck in park, run out. Luckily it was still on the trailer, grabbed it, jumped back in the car, slammed it in drive and punched it before a truck came and took me out. But yeah, we almost lost all our footage and the camera, but we got it. The Jimny is following us home. And it's looking pretty promising. It doesn't look like a bad little unit. Definitely way less rust than the last one. All these Jimnys have a little bit of rust. There's nothing you can do about it. They're rot boxes. And this one has barely any. A couple little small spots, but that's it. It looks pretty clean considering. It's a 91. And I think we did all right on it. I will tell you guys, I'm gonna be making this trip again next week, probably exactly a week. I'm gonna try and go next Friday, and I'm gonna be picking 2 more cars up. And those 2 cars I'm more excited about than the Jimny. Jimny's cool. I bought it just to clean it up and do some videos on it. And I got another car we're gonna do back-to-back videos with the Jimny. And then the Jimny is gonna get cleaned up and sold. But it's gonna be fun while we have it. And we're gonna do a little comparison video with another mini SUV. So look out for that. We're gonna do a little video series. And bring them in the woods and drive them on the street and just have fun with them. So I'm looking forward to it. It is gonna be a good time, and that way we can make a buyer's guide for someone that wants to buy a K SUV. What one do you want? We stopped at the famous Vince Lombardi rest stop. This is Dagnell's favorite rest stop in the whole world. And my strap came off and the Jimny crashed into the trailer. But it didn't hurt it. That's what they're made for. If anything, it might have straightened the bumper out because it was dented. So I think it did good. But now I have to reset the strap and get back on the road. So we had a little mishap on the road. My buddy that picked up the Pajero was driving it home. It is right there, and that thing is sweet. That is a good looking truck. super low miles. He got a score on it. I don't know how he got it so cheap. Right place, right time, found a good listing. And yeah, he did good on it. But anyways, the battery was shot in it, so it wouldn't stay idling, and he broke down. And I was a good amount ahead of him. I had to turn around, go get him, which sucked. So we added quite a bit to our trip, but we went to Advanced, got a new battery, and it runs perfect now. No more malfunctions, no more weird things going on. It was going crazy. Dead batteries do crazy things. But yeah, he was stuck on the side of the road, so I picked him up. Can't leave him sitting there. I would hope someone would do the same for me. So turned around, went and got him, got his truck going, and now it seems like it's running very well. And he got a really good deal on it. I really like that truck. I don't think they make the wide body version like that in turbo diesel. That's a gas job, and I wouldn't buy a gasser. I would have to be a diesel. And I don't think they make the wide body in diesel, but man, that's a nice swap. Find a nice gas job like that and then a diesel and swap them out. That's a project I would love to do one day. Maybe one day if I get make a little money, then it's a project I would love to do. But we're already hitting traffic and we're still in Jersey, so this is going to be a long drive home. Hi, Jack. The Mattel twins are coming down, and the Kellogg's, and they want to know if Jack's coming and Oscar. We are at the shop with Mr. Dagnell and Mr. Ant, and we're going over the Jimny. We got it inside. We're just doing a little something to it, but in the meantime, I want to show you guys this. This is how the wheels are coming out. Really not too shabby for some budget $0 wheels. That's basically what I'm into these so far, $0. Still have to finish the polishing on the lip, but that's what they're gonna look like. That is a 90% done product. And I am digging them on the car. I like the setup. I'm with it. What we're gonna do with this is gonna be a quick budget rebuild. That's what we're gonna call it. We're gonna need a couple little parts here and there, but we got plans for it. So we got the matching fogs, that all works. It runs good. It's got very little rust, surprisingly. Like I was saying before, these are very rust prone, these trucks. Any Samurai J11 or JA11 in the US, all rotted out unless they're from down south. They're extremely rare. And even when you buy the Jimneys, if you look at prices in Japan, nice Jimneys are outrageously expensive now because they all rotted out. If you guys remember the first Jimny I got, this was in the beginning of my channel. That thing had it might have been before I started the channel, actually. I think it was before I started the channel. That thing had so much rust on it, it was unreal. I had to weld and fiberglass so much crap on that thing, and it ended up just being a good woods truck. That's what I sold it for, a nice woods truck. And that's how they come. It was so far gone, there was rust everywhere. But this one is 95% rust free, which is very surprising. This is what Dagnell's doing so he can hang out in front inside this thing. Don't burn the seats though. This is a 91 Jimny. 91. So 91 is the 660 with the F6A motor, super popular motor for Suzuki's. Same motor that DJ has in his Wagon R. Mm-hmm. So this is very comparable to DJ's Wagon R. Major rust spot on the Jimneys is in between the front fenders and the wheel well. So my last one, the wheel well was all rotted along with the fenders. This one is spotless in there on both sides. So we got no holes. Super solid structure-wise. We do have a little dent here. We're going to bang that out, clean that up. We're missing a couple pieces on the grill. We have an emblem. I need to get the mesh for the back, but I could just get one for a Samurai and they're extremely cheap, like 15 bucks for an aftermarket one to make the grow look complete. So need a light on the bottom. This light is broken. Again, Samurai unit, I'm pretty sure is the same. If not, just get a Jimny one. I need a pair of lights. That one's cracked as well. We're going to take the bumper off, bang that back out. And after we bang the fender out, we are going to tape this whole front end off, and we're going to paint it with like bed liner. My buddy does bed liner, like professional bed liner. And it's just going to be, so the front end's going to be bed liner, all taped off so it looks professional. Just not sprayed on it. The bumpers, front and rear, are going to be bed liner. And then there's some scratches on where the flare would be. And the only rust on this truck is right here on the quarter. So we're going to patch this up. There's a little bit starting around it. But this is going to be bed liner for the flare going down to the rocker, bed liner down the side, bed liners on the flares, and going to the bumpers. I think that's going to look really cool, like it's supposed to be there. It's not really hiding anything, and it fixes our problems. So that is where we're going with that. We're getting a nice spare cover for it. You need a fresh set of tires, and that's about it. It's got the nice factory mud flaps on it. The floors are extremely clean. Another big rust spot on these is in between the rocker panel and the seat. So my other one had holes all the way. This is all rotted through, but you could see the floor in this one. There's no rust on it. So this one is a nice example. We got 3 pedals. Like I said, it runs good. Fogs work. It says 50,000 kilometers on it. Probably rolled over. It's probably 150, but even at that, it's still not bad for a 91. And the seats. These seats are also notorious for splitting. Every single Jimny that I've seen that hasn't been redone, the seats are splitting on them. It's just part of it, unfortunately. What I could try and do is I could try to get seat covers for it. That is probably the best bet. This is just one of the factory graphics for these JA11 Jimnys. There are dozens of different graphics you can get. This happens to be the same one as my last one as well, but they're super cool. Yeah, close the door. There we go. That's pretty cool. You don't see cars these days that come with stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie, they do look, I feel like they do look better without it, but because it is original, it is staying. You can't take it off. We are also going to take the wheels, repaint them silver. Just a quick paint job will make them look unbelievably better. Change the whole look of the truck, to be honest. We do need a signal light as well. But that's about it. I mean, look at the fenders. No rust. That's a little bit of surface, but super solid platform to start with for someone that wants a nice Jimny. Now, one thing that is different between this one and my last one, I personally like, there's another one that has a taller top. It's called a bubble top. That's like the one that Ant had and my original one. And they have 2 windows right on top. It looks like a miniature Land Rover Discovery. They look really cool. This is just called a tin top. This is not a bubble top. And we got pop-out windows. But yeah, that's just a quick overview of the Jimny. And yeah, we're just gonna clean it up a little bit, make it into a nice example, and then this one's gonna be on its way. We're gonna get some plates for it, so it's all registered, ready to go to the next owner. They could transfer it, no problem. Do all the maintenance on it, so it is turnkey, and it is ready to drive. I hope someone ends up with this thing that actually takes it off-road and you know, just modifies it and makes it what it's supposed to be. These things, obviously they came from Japan, and people used these things in Japan. They went in the trails and they drove these things like they were made. So I hope that actually happens with this one. But we're gonna have a little fun with it before it goes, so you guys will be able to see what they are all about. Mr. Kellogg has arrived.
The Kellogg's are on their way.
What do you think about the
new rig?
The new rig.
I think it's pretty sick for what you pay for the price.
Yeah, for the old tin topper.
Tin top. It's not a bubble top, but bubble tops aren't really. Who cares?
I kind of like the tin top, to be honest. I like the bubble, but the tin top looks different. It looks like a different truck.
It looks chopped, like a chopped roof. Like
well, I feel this is the old G-Wagon. The other one's the old Land Cruiser.
G-Wagon.
Land Rover. This is the G-Wagon.
Oh, it's a good rig. I think someone will be very happy with it.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Not my cup of tea,
no.
but I can appreciate it. Yeah, I wouldn't buy one.
Not a Jimny guy?
Not a Jimny guy.
Yeah, I like them.
They're cool.
They're cool.
If you just want to like thrash it.
Yeah.
If you want to drive it, no good. Like commute.
Yeah, they're off-road trucks for sure.
Designated all-terrain vehicles. That's it.
It's like either buy a side-by-side or buy this.
Correct.
Yeah, I'd rather have this than a side-by-side.
Correct. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Are you happy with it?
Oh, yeah. Stay tuned.
Next video, we'll be in the woods.
Yeah.
Right?
With a sister car. So, yeah, we got the Jimny back. And this is the next day. We spent the night just checking everything over on it. And what a solid little truck. I mean, somebody is going to have a really good time with this when they buy it. I am going to continue to just do a couple little odds and ends that it needs. You know the deal. Hit the like button. If you got a question or a comment, then leave me a comment, the comment button. And get in that little Jimny and crash right into the subscribe button. Because this is the year. We're going to make it a little bit this year, guys. And I need your help. So, I will see you guys on the next one. Later.